All right, Lucius, I'm going to show you some words printed on the screen and I'd like you to read them out loud for me.
Okay.
Some of them are real words that you'll have seen before, but some of them are silly words that are made up. Just do your best to read each one. The words get very hard at the end, so you probably won't be able to read all of them. That doesn't matter. Just read as many as you can. You ready?
Yep. Bad. Bad. Good. North.
Thank you.
Gulp. Wolf. Long. Work. Mist. Hist. Froth. Roft. Free. I. Take. Give. Blank. Shoe. Plank. Need. Drop. Pair. Peer.
One more time
Here.
so I can hear it. Thank you.
Blood.
One more time.
Blood.
Making sure. When I ask you to repeat it, it's because my ears didn't hear it. I'm not trying to correct you at all, so make sure you say what you said. Okay, cool. You did a great job there.
Comfortable.
And these are getting a lot harder, okay? So you do exactly what you did before, which was you did all the sounds and then you said the word, which is really good. But Lucius, if it's too hard, here's what you say. Ready?
Yeah.
Skip.
Okay.
We'll just skip it, all right?
Chicken. Shaw.
Done. Good work. My goodness, that was really good concentration, Lush. That was brilliant. Thank you. So with those results, I then go to my test log on the Macquarie University Motif site, and it gives me the names of all the people that I've tested and when I've tested them, and it will give me the scores of anything that I've tested them on. So we'll go to Jura, who did the CC2 as well, and I can put up on my screen a summary, and that gives me when she was tested, what the test was, who tested her, her date of birth and her age at the time of testing. Then comes a section called Scores, and it shows the 3 word types that are in the CC2. Word type 1 is regular words that can be arrived at via letter sound rules, or they might already be there in the lexicon. Irregular words that don't conform to simple letter sound rules, like the word I or the word come. You have to know a little bit more about the structure of the word in order to say those words correctly. And then there are non-words, and non-words help us assess how children attack words they haven't seen before. And because we don't know what words are in their lexicon, we have to make up words to see what their word attack is like. There are 40 items in each category, regular, irregular, and non. And what we get is a raw score. So Jura read 25 of those regular words correctly, 8 irregular ones correctly, and 25 non-words correctly. This then gives something called a Z-score. And a Z-score is a standardized score. It has a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. That also gives us a percentile. And that tells us a child's rank compared to other children in their age range. Jura did very well. She's at the 88th percentile for regular words, the 78th for irregular, and for non-words, she's at the 93rd percentile. It means that everything is working really well. And actually, her Z scores show that she is above the normal range for regular and for non-words, and pretty high within that normal range also for irregular words. So she is someone, these scores show us that she's someone for whom reading is coming really easy at the age of 6 years and 2 months. And that's very, very good news. As you saw before, the CC2 brings up the scores, including the raw score, the Z score, and the percentile. And it also tells you what the child's scores mean in terms of their position in the normal range. But what I've done as well to help me get more of a visual on what those Z scores mean is that I've come up with a bit of a chart here. 0 is the average, and anything from -1 to 1 as a Z score puts them in this green range here, and that green range is the average range. And when I see scores that fall within that green range, I know that they are coping with the schoolwork. They're able to access the curriculum through print. We also have the yellow range, and that is above the or below the normal range. So that yellow range goes from -1 to -2. And within those areas, there's a need for attention. They are either above or below average. And then you've got the red zone, and they're significantly or well above or well below average. So if you look at it from an RTI perspective, a response to intervention perspective, the red zone is tier 3, the green zone tier 1, the yellow zone tier 2. So it kind of equates to those tiers of intervention as well. So Jura's scores, as you can see, her Z score for regular words was 1.21. So that puts her into the yellow zone, about halfway between 1 and 1.5. Her Z score for irregular words was 0.78. So she's within that normal range, but she's high average, round about here between 0.5 and 1. And then 1.51 is her strongest score for non-words. So she's really good at applying letter sound rules to words that she's never seen before. And that places her around about here in the yellow zone, the above normal range zone. Most of the children that come to see us are somewhere within the yellow zone at this side of the chart, and there are a few that also fall very close to or within the red zone, and they are the ones that are most in need of attention and intervention.